Gobea still hasn't renewed with the Chivas team, and we're going to talk about this topic. There's a detail that could speed up Alan Mosso's arrival to Tigres. We'll talk about it and also about the reinforcements for the team. That's right, so stay with me, we'll talk about it next. I'm Jesus Bernal, and I thank all of you for your attention. Thank you very much for being here with me to talk about the latest regarding the Chivas team and all these situations that are happening around the sacred flock. Omar Gobea is the last player left to renew his contract with the Chivas team, among those they had planned to renew. At this moment, the deal with Mosso has already been finalized. The one with Hormiga Gonzalez has also been finalized. And now only Omar Gobea's is left. What's holding it back? Well, they're there. In the negotiation, it's not exactly that any position or any party is blocking something. It's just, well, normal negotiation. The normal course it takes, and that is expected to happen in the coming days. Both parties are willing to work on this issue to make it happen, for this situation to move forward and for it to be closed at any moment. But basically, that's the issue for now with Javier Aquino. With Javier Aquino, only with Omar Gobea, they are in that negotiation. I think it's just a matter of days. Gobea's contract ends next summer. So, will Chivas try to step on the gas a little to close this renewal as soon as possible? We have to understand that he's an indispensable player for Coach Gabby Milito, who loves what he does on the field. And Milito himself wants this player to renew and continue with the Guadalajara squad. Last tournament, he started as a starter, then suffered an injury, and after returning, he never lost his spot in the Chivas starting lineup again. He deserves credit for being a consistent player, and only an injury kept him out of the first team. Now, let's talk about Javier Aquino. Subtitles. As you may remember, yesterday there was this rumor from Discord 365 that Alan Mosso could go to Tigres in exchange for Ivan Rodriguez. And it seems like the pieces might start to fit, because the Tigres team has let Javier Aquino go. Which means they lose a right back, they don't have a right back, and they need a right back. It's that simple. I think the paths can cross, and obviously considering the rumor, thinking that Mosso could end up there even before Fernando Esquivel's information came out. Let's say, in my opinion, it seemed to me that it's one of the institutions where he could end up. Precisely because of this, because of their need for a right back. So, today, with Aquino leaving, that door opens, that possibility opens up for this kid to be able to wear that jersey. And there are two situations. Number one, that Chivas accepts a trade, accepts an exchange, as has been discussed in the last few hours. Or number two, at Tigres, is there Velulo? If they pay Alan Mosso's transfer fee and he joins the feline squad, what do you think? Can Mosso fit in at Tigres? Put it in the comments. Regarding the topic of reinforcements, there's kind of a tense calm right now, where the Guadalajara management went for two. They didn't waste any time, they resolved the situations very quickly. The case of Brian Gutierrez, the case of Sepu Angels Sepulveda. And now what they're looking for is to keep strengthening. That's what I can tell you. Yes, the management is trying to find more pieces, but they don't see them as urgent anymore. Okay, is it more about, well, this is how we are right now? If something comes up, if something works out well, it's not like Chivas is going after their target like they did with Brian Gutierrez, and that's why they're taking it so calmly. They don't want to rush that decision. They want to make a smart signing. When they've made panic buys, it's gone very badly for them. They did it with Chicha. They did it with Polito. And not with Mickey Tapias himself when they needed a center back. It didn't work out at those times. The gamble of looking for these players because of their needs didn't work out. And today they say, you know what? We have a good foundation. We've already brought in 2 more reinforcements. The return of 4K, let's take it easier. Be more analytical so we can get those other reinforcements the team needs. Officially, the Matías Almeida era has ended for the Chivas team. It's officially over. Why do I say this? Because with Cone Brizuela leaving and Alan Polito leaving, there's absolutely no one left from that championship squad in 2017. There's no one left, not a single player from that season remains. They all left back then. Just to remind you a bit, I have some of them here. There was Cota, Toño Rodríguez, El Guacho, Osvaldo Alanís, Jair Pereira, Edgardo Marín, Carlos Salcido, Miguel Basulto, Benjamín Galindo Jr., Elaris Mayorga, Chapito, Gallito, Michael Pérez, Alan Cervantes, Orbelín, Pineda, and La Chofis. El Nene. Well, El Nene didn't play and they brought him up later. There was also Pizarro, right? Right? Carlos Fierro, Carlos Cisneros, El Cone, Brizuela, Alan Pulido, Chelo Saldívar, Chuy Godínez. There's no one left. There's no one left. It's not surprising since the championship was 8.5 years ago. In fact, many of them are already retired, some trying their luck in the expansion league, others went abroad. There are a lot of cases where, well, they've had to go, They changed their adventure for the world of soccer and were part of that squad. Brian Gutierrez, this guy's story has really caught my attention because little by little he's been adapting, he's been going, Getting closer to his teammates. Well, obviously he's like the new kid in the neighborhood, of course. He's like that player that his teammates are getting to know. And while you can see some photos and stuff of this player, right, let's see. He starts hanging out more with the Mexican Americans and it's logical, totally logical. I saw him in a photo with Sergio Aguayo, a Mexican American born in Nevada. So there he was, hanging out with him, with Aguayo, among the players he's been hanging out with, right? Well, they have a lot more things in common regarding the team, which is that he was born, lived, and grew up in Mexican territory. But I do think that's important, the adaptation, that he has teammates he can communicate with, and, well, there are several. There's Aguayo who's coming up. Efra Alvarez, Danny Aguirre, Richie Ledesma, himself, right? Gutierrez, Brian Gutierrez, as I insist. They share many cultural things, they have a lot in common, and it's easier for them to get along with each other. So I hope he adapts quickly and does great on the Chivas team. And next Sunday in a week, Chivas will be facing the Irapuato squad. In a week, Chivas will be facing Irapuato. In this preparation match, which of course will be extremely important for the sacred flock. In fact, ticket sales have started. The Irapuato club announced it through their website. Well, they're expensive. The tickets are expensive. There's a bit of everything. I'd say there's a bit of everything. That's the official price list for season ticket holders. In a few days, it'll be available to the public. Starting from El Cabeceras, 2,210, Gate 3 and 4, 3,020, Gate 7, 4,020, Plateau, 4,070, and the box, 5,020. These are the ticket prices that the Irapuato club has set for this match against the Chivas team. Like I said, even though it's a friendly match, I honestly expect a full house. Understanding that the people from Irapuato will do their part, and the Chivas fans who live in Irapuato will do the same. I think we're going to see a great soccer match this coming Sunday between Trinca Fercera and Chivas. And the Copa Pacífica is also coming, which will take place at the Jalisco Stadium, a tournament, a 4-team round robin, where Chivas, Atlas, and Universidad de Guadalajara will be playing. As for Chivas, they will make their debut on January 3rd, that is, in 2 weeks against Atlas. On the 4th, they will finish the tournament, either against Monterrey or against Leones Negros. That's more or less how things are for the Guadalajara team. We'll see in the end how this whole situation turns out. Not one of the matches, which, beyond winning the tournament, I think that's for, at least I would consider that the important thing is that all the players are going to get minutes, one match after another, one on Saturday and another on Sunday. Gabi Milito will have to make use of his entire squad, and we will be able to keep watching and observing the changes that the coach has planned for the next tournament. All right, we'll leave this video here. Thank you very much for your attention. Keep subscribing, commenting, sharing, liking, and we'll see you next time. I'm Jesus Bernal. Goodbye.